Okay, I don't know why recording this video has caused me so much trouble. I don't have the footage from the after. I have some footage, but it's not what I wanted to show you guys. I just recorded a whole clip and I wasn't actually recording, so this is what happens when you record and you can't actually see yourself. But, yeah.
Zeno Records. Airplane mode to ignore them. Yeah, we all please, so I don't fear them.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So you would think that you would get an intro of me with my FLEXI ROD set and how it looked all nice, Sorry, I'm so sorry because I forgot or something happened. I was distracted and I didn't actually record an outro or an intro or the after. I got interrupted, so I only have a bit of the clip. I'm gonna insert how it looks here, but I'm gonna insert how it looked, and now I'm gonna tell you guys how to achieve an actual FLEXI ROD look. Follow my steps and take my tips. Your FLEXI ROD set will look very nice. But the thing about the environment I'm in, I live in Maryland, so it's very humid here. It was very humid yesterday when I took out my FLEXI ROD set. So my FLEXI ROD set didn't really last more than 6 hours.
Bruh.
I mean, I still have curls now. I do still have curls, but it's just not the same definition it was when I took it out. So follow these steps. I'm gonna line them up right now. Number 1, if you have 4C hair, I like to use small rods. I use the blue and the orange rods. I think those give you the best curl and it's the easiest to wrap. I like to use these two, and that's what I used in my front section, and that's where I had the most definition. The gray you're gonna see in the video, is it gray or purple? The curl is like way too big for me, in my opinion. Maybe it's also because my hair is shorter, so I feel like you need the smaller rods. I had to go dig this video up from New Year's 2 years ago, but look, I used all small rods, so go ahead and do that if you want tight curls. I started off on stretched hair. I'm not gonna lie, my hair was not freshly washed, and I think that also contributed to my twist out because I had other products in there. I think you wanna start, I'm saying I think because I'm not an expert on this, but I honestly think that it's best to start when your hair has no product in it, because I also had like oils, because I stretched my hair for a week in twist, so I had oils and shea butter in my hair. That weighs down your hair a bit, and I feel like it makes it harder for your hair to dry. I don't really know, but I would just start on freshly washed hair. Again, I used a lot of body mousse. If I ever do an updated, I'm gonna try to find a new product, but this has not failed me yet. And I'm gonna show the picture of the other FLEXI ROD set I did like 2 years ago on New Year's. It was bomb and it lasted for like 2 days. The first day was the best day, but it lasted, so. It's trial and error, y'all. It's gonna be trial and error. Your first set might not be bomb, but like you're gonna know what your mistakes were. So that's number 2. Number 3, make sure your hair is dry. Dry when you take out your sets. I can't emphasize this enough because you're gonna take out your rods and you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is cute. Like I got definition. And then the time will just pass on and you're gonna see your curls just look more humid. Well, no, that's not the word. They're just gonna you're gonna look more frizzy, and that's because your hair wasn't all the way dry when you took them out. Again, I live in a very humid area. Maryland was very humid yesterday. I don't know why. It's always humid in the summer, so a lot of my styles do not last. And obviously, I think, make sure you wrap your ends on the rod, son. Like, use that edge control to make sure it's sitting on the rod so that your ends look bomb. Because my ends were still frizzy because I was being lazy. I was being very lazy because I did it so early it was like 2 a.m. So I was like, whatever, I've never done that before, it's gonna be chill. But I had freshly trimmed hair, so my ends were not sticking on the rod. So definitely do that. And I think that is it. All the tips I have for you guys. Good luck. Watch my video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as always. But okay, so I'm starting on blown out hair. I like to do this because I don't want my FLEXI ROD set to be shrunken. I want it to be as stretched as possible. Okay, period. You really don't need much. I have my lot of body mousse, my assorted sizes of FLEXI RODs. Blue is the best. Orange is a second runner and gray. I'm about to show y'all. Don't even use it. Don't even try. And then I have my clips that I just got. And I feel like it's best to section off your hair before you get started based on what part you want. So I want a side part, I did that. And then I put a back section part so I know what I'm working with. And then I put 2 in the front. You guys are probably like, okay, sister, how do we wrap it on the rod? So I'm about to show you guys that in a couple seconds. So you want to coat your strands with the mousse. You want to make sure all of pieces of your hair have mousse on it. It's going to take a while to dry, but I think it's better to have your hair fully saturated rather than be skimp on the mousse. And you guys, I'm moving so slow because I'm watching Real Housewives at the same time, but you want to put the rod at the root and then spiral it down. There are other methods to do this, but this has worked the best for my hair. I feel like it helps me get my roots curled and tight and snatched. And then after you've spiraled your whole piece of hair down the rod, you want to twist the rod to your right or whatever way makes it feel secure. Twist that up so it's tight on your scalp and flip the rod to secure it. You guys see I'm putting more mousse on the ends because my ends were they just weren't sticking to these rods, bruh. Like, even this is not even, it's not giving how I want it to give. This is the front, so I'm doing them smaller, but honestly, this is a good size for your whole head. Like, this will give you curls. You do need a lot of rods. This was my last section, but I had hella pieces to redo. But again, I'm running mousse all through the ends and the roots, making sure all my strands are fully covered. And then I grab my rod and I place it at the root, and then I twist around. Make sure you twist away from your hair if you want your hair to fall that way. So you always want your rod to fall in a way that you want the curl to lay. Oh my god, that kind of rhymed. But yeah, here I go. I put mousse on the ends, but honestly, edge control might work better if you have blunt ends like me and you just spiral it all the way down. Alright, y'all, I'm back. It's been less than 24 hours. I dried it overnight, and I also used the little drying thing for like 20-30 minutes because my hair was mostly dry, surprisingly. But let's see how this looks and stay tuned. Once you start off, you want to have oil on your hands as always so that you minimize frizz. I'm trying to look in my mirror. She look cute. Let's start. So you want to unhook, and you have to be gentle with this, don't be rough. And you're unraveling it in this opposite way that you put it. So, period. Okay, let's see. This gray one already feels loose, so let's see how that curl looks. You can also do the hair too, unravel the hair. See, this is why I don't use the gray FLEXI rods. This is how your ends look when you don't wrap them. And another tip is to use edge control at the end so you have them slick on the rod. But you see my ends are like, they're like a little bit frizzy. And then now I'm just going to go through and separate it to get the volume that I desire, because this one's looking spicy, bruh. But yes, you're going to go ahead and separate it where it naturally separates it to minimize your frizz. And that's basically it for the look. So this is my finished look. Honestly, this is not my best set yet, but I still like it. I just feel like it's gonna frizz up. I didn't wrap my edges, my ends all the way, so I have some frizz on there.
Please, so I don't fear them. I can't talk to the work up in the chair, man. Can't fuck.